Oh, hey there everybody. Today I'm excited to tell you about a nice spicy chili recipe that I got from a new friend of mine. So let's get into this. Market day. Just a nice, simple, easy day where I get to stock back up on my favorite spices and get my tools sharpened. For quality smithing, I was told to visit none other than Oric and his 1,000-year forge. His skill and expertise was unmatched in the realm. Or at least, that's what I was told. What I found was less than grand, but I guess never judge a book by its cover. Once I accidentally got his attention, I told him I was looking for Oric. He introduced himself, and he then proceeded to ask what I needed. I told him I had heard he was the best around, and asked if he would be willing to sharpen my tools. He tells me to move on and that his forge has been dead for days. He hasn't been able to revive it, costing him money and clients. He was actually trying to prepare his last meal, an old family recipe, but as it would happen, he didn't have all the ingredients to finish it. I felt kind of bad, but fire tomes and bard magic don't always mix, so I thought, what could I do? Well, maybe I could at least give him a good last meal. So I asked him what ingredients he needed, and maybe I would have them in my bag. He began listing off a lot of ingredients, actually. Some of which were very expensive. Things like beef tallow and ground pork. Thankfully, since it was market day, I actually had everything that he mentioned. Then he said jalapeños.
Jalapeños?
By sheer luck, I had picked some up just that morning. The look on his face was that of euphoria, and he asked if I had gotten them from a local farmer. I told him I had, and then he beckoned me over to his pot with my ingredients. He then tells me that I have just saved his forge, and as a thanks, he would teach me his family's recipe.
I hope you're enjoying the story so far. If you would, please consider hitting that subscribe button, notification bell, all that stuff. Leave a like. It really helps us out. And now, let's get into the recipe.
Alright, so this is Oric's Firebrand Chili. As far as prep goes, the only thing that we actually have to worry about chopping and all that is our jalapeños and our garlic. So let's do it. All we want is a nice small chop on these jalapeños, and we want seeds and all, so we'll just go ahead, chop it down to strips. And just a reminder, when you're doing this, don't rub your eyes. Don't. Or anything else sensitive. All right, got our 2 chilies done. Now, we want 3 cloves of garlic. So, do a rough chop at first. Just get it all nice and sliced up.
Now that we've got that all chopped up, we can move on to cooking. All right, so now that we've got everything prepped, we need to go ahead and cook our meat. So we've got a skillet over medium-high heat. We're going to take some beef tallow. I'm gonna start melting that off. And we're going to cook our spicy pork sausage in the tallow. All right, I'm gonna throw this back on the heat now. All right, now that we've got that sausage nice and browned, we're gonna put that off to the side for a little bit so we can cook our venison or beef or whatever you were able to get your hands on. Put that off. It's okay if there's a little bit left in the pan, because you know what? It's all gonna end up together in the pot anyway. There we go. And now, let's cook this off. Okay, we've got that beef all cooked through, so now we're gonna throw it back in our rinsed out bowl. Now we can start moving on to our pot and start throwing this chili together. Okay, we've got our pot starting to get nice and warmed up. We're going to throw a little bit more of our beef tallow in there, and we're going to do a quick little saute on our garlic, jalapeños, oh yeah, and our crushed red pepper, just to really get them fragrant. It will feel like you're getting maced in the face. It means it's working. All right, and then we want to cook that for about 1 to 2 minutes, just until, like I said, they're fragrant and soft. All right, now that we have let that cook down, it's so fragrant, we're going to add our tomato paste, and we're going to continue to saute it lightly. So we're going to add that tomato paste in. We're going to keep cooking it down, get it nice and mixed in, a little bit, not charred off, but just warm, malleable, with all that delicious flavor from the jalapeños and garlic. Let me warm that up. Okay, got that nice and warmed up. And now the fun part where we just start throwing everything in. So we've got our tomatoes, our beans, and our corn. Juices and all into there. And if you have whole tomatoes like I do, you want to go through and start mashing them up. And then stir, keep mashing, stir. Oh yeah, now it's starting to look like chili. All right, once you have your tomatoes nice and mashed up, we're going to add the rest of our spices, our cumin, our ancho chili powder, and our smoked paprika. Stir that in. We're going to let that simmer for just a minute or two to really come together. Then we'll add all of our meat and then continue to simmer that for 20 to 30 minutes, just for all the flavors to come out of the spicy sausage and everything else. And then this will be ready to eat. All right, now that we've let it simmer for about 20 to 30 minutes, it is ready to go. So let's pop it off the heat. Oh yeah, nice and thick, nice and bubbly. So we'll stir that up, make sure everything's well incorporated. Get a different spoon than what we cooked with. Oh yeah. Whew. Oh yeah. Just like I remember it. Whew, that will warm you to the bone and clear up any sinus issues that you have. Now this is the point where after you taste it, you add a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper to taste. Personally, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of roasted garlic salt from my friends over at Spice Slayer. And I've been told that there's a link somewhere. I don't know, it's some kind of magic that they told me about. But anyway, everybody, I hope that you enjoy this in the colder months to come. I pray that you eat well, love others, and God bless. Oh, you're probably wondering why the jalapeños were so important to Oric.
After waiting for what felt like half a century, it was finally ready to eat. I was a little wary at first because the smell alone lit my nostrils on fire. As soon as I took the first bite, I understood why it was called Firebrand Chili. It was quite tasty though. After I doused the fire in my mouth, I asked him what was so important about the jalapeños. He corrected me once again, calling them Jalapeños, and he said he would show me why they were so important. Turns out these specific peppers actually had the heat needed to restart a forge. As a thank you, Oric went ahead and sharpened my swords and my knives for free, while I just stood there, aghast at what I had just witnessed.
Like that's a jet. That's not even like prop plane. That's full on jet.
That is a whole jet.
This time, give me something sexy.
Jalapeños.
He's got the Jalapeños!
He's like, this?
No, this ain't it. This ain't
Watch
it.
out for that.
Camera sped. Shoo-body-doo. Alright, cool. Shoo-body-doo. Shoo-body-doo. Shoo-body-doo.